Hi everyone, welcome to the Not Too Shabby YouTube channel. My name is Dalis and you might know me as Stamper Girl. Today we're going to create a card that stands all by itself. It's super simple, super fast, and you are gonna love it. We will be using some of the paper pads. We will be using the Autumn, my favorite color paper pad. Here I have a piece of cream color cardstock in an A2 note card. So that means it's 4¼ by 5½. And I have scored and folded in half lengthwise. And I've decided I'm looking between the Harvest Glitter and the Autumn, my favorite color, which is the 2 packages of pattern paper double-sided that are included in the Not Too Shabby subscription paper pad of the month for September 2023. And I decided to go with the Autumn. It's my favorite color. I already cut out the page where it has all ephemera, and I cut it out using my brother's scan and cut. Now I'm deciding, I think I want to use this paper, this pattern paper for the border, and you'll see why I need a border. I also decided with this second, a little bit more busier of a pattern, and I have cut it to 4 1/8 by 5½. And now I'm going to cut my border, and that, by the way, that 4 1/8 by 5½, I cut it to 2 1/16 by 5½. So I cut it in half. And now I'm just cutting the border out. I usually do these in the Brothers Cannon cut, but this one is easy enough that I could use my scissors. Now that my border is all cut up, I'm deciding if I want the plaid side or the flowery side. And I'm going to go with the flowery side. I really like that pattern paper. So I'm using my ATG gun to tape these 2 pieces that I cut. These are the 4 1/8 that I cut in half. I'm going to make sure when you glue it down that you're not going over the fold line. I'm being very, very careful about it, and I'm bringing that fold up so I am not over it. And that's how I can make sure that I am not placing the pattern paper over the fold. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. Now that this part is complete, I am going to make sure that I start doing my border. I was actually going to use the border the way it is, and you could have done it, but I decided to put a little bit more of a stiffness to it by cutting a border in the cream color cardstock. I actually did, I believe, 1 inch, and that was way too tall, so I reduced it to 3/4. And I think I could have probably gone to 1/2 inch with it. And I am just going to score at 1/2 inch, then move that 1/2 inch to the beginning, and then measure 4 1/4, score again. And even though it's not going to be even, it really doesn't matter. I will just put glue on both of those tabs and glue it down. I will put first tape on that piece of cream colored cardstock and tape my beautiful border to it. This is what the card will look when you stand it up. So it's going to be super 3D. It's a lot of fun. I probably didn't even need the cream cardstock, so this border at the front will bend a little bit better. But I like the way it is. Now I'm deciding what of my ephemera pieces I want to use. I know I want to use this basket, which is matches the color perfectly. This is from that one pattern paper that is full of ephemera. And I am gonna create a little 3D tab so I can position it in the middle, so when you stand it up, it is 3D. Okay, here is the tab that it's going to be my pop-up mechanism, okay? This is 2 inches by 1/2 inch, and you could score this at 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch, and then turn it around 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch, It doesn't matter, or you really just want two score lines on one side, two score lines on the other side. In the center is where you're gonna attach the item that you want to pop up. Okay, you're gonna fold them in and out. So it's gonna be a mountain and a valley, and those two tabs that you see in the back, that's where you're gonna add glue, and you're gonna glue it to the center of the card. I unfortunately was not recording when I glued my little 3D pop-up mechanism, but you'll see it right there. So I just glued the two tabs. And then that top part is where I'm going to glue the item that I want to pop up. I wasn't sure if putting the dog or the basket. I decided that I really want to go with the basket, which was my first idea, my first intention. I will be putting that adorable doggo into the left side of my basket. And I'm still figuring out where I want to put the rest of my elements and if I want to add anything else. I really want to use this barn that is on the ephemera pack of the Paper Pat subscription, but it doesn't fit. It goes over the fold. So I tried on the other side and I'm like, oh, it's too crowded on the other side. It really goes better on this side. I am really struggling with this. And then I decide, why not cut it? So I end up cutting the barn and gluing one side to the right and one side to the left of the fold of the card. That's where I marked it with my fingers. And this is the perfect solution for this. It works wonderfully. I feel like the card is not ready yet. It's not complete. And that I want a little tiny bow on that basket. So I'm bringing my Bow Easy maker and I'm making a double bow to put here. And I'm using this adorable polka dot gross green ribbon. Now that I have my little bow that I am attaching with a glue dot, I feel like it still needs a little something. And that little something is rounding my corners. So I'm bringing my corner rounder, my center cutter rounder, and I'm gonna just round the corners, the two top corners. And I am calling this card done. I love the way it looks. It's super cute, super easy. This could be a less than 10-minute card for you. So give it a try. Let me know how it goes. And if you have any questions, let me know. Write them down. Leave me a comment here at the Not Too Shabby YouTube channel. And remember, don't leave your crafting for tomorrow. Start today. Bye.